being such a pain. I can't do it. It doesn't want to work at all. I can't build it for some reason. All the redstone, fine. All of the complicated redstone contraptions and command blocks, all fine. But just the building itself, ugh. But anyway, let's leave that for now, and let's talk about redstone. Now, I've been quite a lover of redstone, and recently I decided to go just all in and try and do as much redstone as possible and do some more redstone stuff on YouTube. So today I'm presenting you 5 different redstone circuits, very useful at the start of any redstone contraption. So let's start off with the basics. And oh, hi pirates, I forgot you're still following me. First of all, a simple AND gate. Basically, if you understand any kind of binary computer, boolean, logic, things like that, you understand this. You already know what an AND gate is by now if you know that kind of stuff. Basically, an AND gate means that both inputs have to be true for the output to also be true. So in this case, of these to make this, because I don't. Not all of you may be aware, but redstone is basically a binary system. It's either on, it's either off. It's either 1 or 0. So most of like computer science stuff applies here too. As you can see, both have to be on for output to be on. And it's very simple to make, just like this. Just 2 redstone torches and connect it up to a NOT gate, and this will then go out to whatever output line you want. Next up, we have this thing, which I call, just to make that clear, a circuit or a signal terminator. So there we go. Here we have a normal signal, and then without flicking that lever to turn off that, we can use another lever, this one, to terminate the signal. Now, I can't really find much about this device online. I don't know, but I've been using this thing since like the early days of my redstone career. Since like, oh wow, so like my first ever proper redstone creation also used these things. They're extremely useful, and if you use them in a proper way, like this, if you connect this, then it creates a constant redstone loop, because it empowers itself and empowers again. It's kind of noisy, but hey, I mean, it's something. Okay, moving on to this, which is a 1-bit memory system. Now again, if you know anything about computer science, binary and such, you understand, but 1 bit is basically 1 true or false bit of information. So, this is on, this is off. But how can we store this? Well, there's this thing called a locked redstone repeater. Basically, if you power a redstone repeater by placing a redstone repeater on its side, and that's powered, it creates a locked redstone repeater, which basically is a 1-bit storage shell, which basically allows you to store 1 bit of memory, which that bit being either on or off. So basically, at this point, look, it's locked. Here we have the bedrock, basically acts the same as the redstone torches to represent how much ticks of delay it has. But anyway, if we're then to try and power it, we can't. Look, it's not working. We can normally power it, but like this, we can't. And other way around. If this is powered and then this is powered, to lock this, you can't unpower. It locks this cell. It locks it to have the memory of on. Or in this case, to have the memory of off, or 0, or 1, or true or false, or whatever kind of terminology you use. But anyway, next up we have vertical redstone wiring, which is extremely good. It can be kind of expensive if you're doing it in survival, because all of this is repeaters. But if you're doing this in creative, like map making stuff, this can be extremely useful, because as you can see, vertical redstone signal being sent. And what's cool about that is that you're not restricted to just using redstone. As you can see, just having a lever here and flicking it also does the job, but so does placing some stone here and then removing it. Everything works with this, and all it is just observers going up like this. And what's actually also pretty interesting is you get a pretty nice pattern going up like this. Kind of like very steampunky or Victorian, I guess. Some people who are more creative than me could come up with some cool things to do with this. But anyway, next up and finally we have the T flip-flop, Also kind of used in like things like electronics and computing. But in Minecraft, what it does is basically turns a temporary input and turns it into a constant output. So for example, a button. You all know a button, once being pushed, it's like a lever. It won't continue having redstone output until it is flicked again. No, it will unpower after a certain period of time. But with this, you provide a constant output. And basically, as you can see, you push the button and this repeater will stay on. We push the button again and it's off. So basically it turns a button into a lever, and these things can be used for all sorts of awesome Redstone contraptions to help and make temporary pauses. What's the word? I lost the word. Compulsory, not compulsory, temporary pauses into. I lost the word. I used it a second ago. But you know, the ones that stay forever until you power down. And it's super easy to build. All you need is a piston with blocks like this, a repeater, another piston. These are very sticky pistons with another block, a redstone torch here, and a repeater over here. And that's pretty much it. All these things are super easy to build. I'm not sure I've shown how to make this one exactly, but there it is. It's super simple, as you can see. Both of these are stickies. To be honest, this can be whatever you want. This is just my output choice, but yeah, this is a sticky piston, if you're wondering. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video where you look at the AND gate, the signal terminator, the lock repeater, the vertical redstone wiring, and the T flip-flop. Anyway, goodbye everyone, goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like, please subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in the next video of whatever I make.